I'm Dan Galusha and welcome to another edition of Shootin' Plink. Today we're going to be talking about building a backstop in a target holding area. And I'm just testing out this new one right now, using some heavier knives and also going to be throwing some of our competition axes and seeing how it holds up. Because that's how you do it. Once you build it, see how it holds up. We're going to talk about what I did. And all this is built out of scrap lumber, by the way. So let me take you down there and we're going to start taking a look at it. You can see here how I've got it thrown. I'm testing out. Like I said, I'm trying to get this to see if it's held good, which it seems like it is. And I'll show you in a second here the screws that I've used on the back. I use big lag screws that have got the torque bits. But that is a round of pine wood. Some of the best actually you can use is something like that because it's softer. And the only problem is you'll notice right here, you can get a split started, especially when it starts getting dried out. We got some up here too. That's always a real pain because it will split, and I'll show you down here. You can see how it starts to split. That one I just got as a lower one to take any knives that I might throw down low for some reason. But I'll show you how I built this build. Again, this is all scrap wood. And you can find it in different locations. A lot of times people say, yeah, go ahead, take it, you know, it's junk, whatever. And that's what I've done here. These are old picnic table boards, actually, that was being discarded. And I said, hey, could I have some? Because they are not very good shape. That's why they're being discarded, but good enough for this sort of a thing. And I'll show you also a location that you would pick to do this. Now, what I've done in this right down here that we have done, this is actually some 2x8s that are put together and to make one block. It was a fence post originally. They cut it off, threw it away, and I put these boards on either side to brace it, and you can see I was using here. And I've used this in the past on another spot, which you can tell because it's really chewed up, and this board over here, the one that was out here front, it got knocked off. Now down below, once I built this, you'll see down here I got some of these same boards, and they're the feet that come out from it. And I have another one right here that is bracing that. It's kind of spreading it apart. No big deal, it just was a little bit better to make it more stable. But again, this is the front area. Now I'll take you around the back and I'll show you what I've done. And there's all sorts of things. I'm going to give you some more suggestions on this too. Now around back, you will see that I have braced this. And again, these are old fence posts. And you can see how it's all braced. I'll move back here where you can see. Took a 2x4, scrap 2x4, and I put that across to keep it stable. And I've got it up high enough. Now this is the thing, you want to make this high enough. And again, I've got a couple of these boards to actually attach. That's what these are all attached to. And right here, these are the lag screws that are holding that round of the pine. Now we'll come back over here, and down here on the end, you might want to put like something out here, because knives, axes will ricochet. And I've got this shed right here, and this is one of these resin sheds, so I want to be careful of it. So I might build, take another board, stick it out here and bring it along. Same over on this side. Now why would I want to do it on this side with that privacy fence back there? Well, I'll tell you. I have had, and not at this spot, but once before, the knife ricochet, take off, and head clear over the top of the fence, and I had to go find that. And now, the way things are, as you can see, very, very wooded area. Good chance I'd never find that. But that is one of the things you want to do. And you might even, up here, and I've had it in the past, if you remember the other side, is to put a roof, some sort of a roof over it. But you don't want it way out. The reason being is you might do an arch throw. If this was out too far, say way out here, past it, you go to hit and you hit that instead of this. But you definitely want to build it so that it's above this and at long enough distance that you can. All these knife gouges, as you can see, this was used off of another knife throwing backstop. So what I'm doing now, as I said, I'm using the heavier ones. These particular ones are JXE, JXO black swords, so they're a heavier knife. These are right close to a pound. They're a 15-inch knife. Why would I want to do that? Well, I want to see how it actually holds up to this, because that's what you want to do when you're building a stop like this, to make sure that it's going to hold up. You know, why put it all together and not have it done? Now here's another thing I've done too. I've put this block in here. You can tell it's tight, pretty tight, and that's for this. And you don't want it so that it's you can't remove it, because you may have just a slightly different size round. I have got some that are smaller. Well, with the smaller ones, I might drop those all the way down between these two. I don't mean small enough to be here. They're going to be small enough or large enough to go to each one, but that's what you want to look at. That down there, by the way, is a very old knife throwing back that I used. That was a Target, actually. And it's kind of getting a little bit, as I will show you here, it's getting a little bit wonky. It's had its days of getting thrown, but I still use it there just to throw at every now and then. It's almost like a silhouette that I shoot at when we're actually using some firearms. But now what I'm going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to get some regular competition axes, and we're going to throw those at it, and we're going to see how it stands up to that. Okay, we're back here at the competition distance because we're going to be throwing these. This is a Wicing competition axe. You've seen it in the overviews. Take a look back if you want to see it. And I'm not really aiming necessarily. I got another one of those. That one's in the middle though. Now this one that I just picked up is a Throw Club Tomahawk. A little bit heavier than those. Not a whole lot, but a little. And it hit, and I can see there's a little bit of a waver there with it, but you know, I'm gonna take those out. We're gonna throw them again, and you'll see actually what it does up close. Hopefully I won't ricochet it and take the camera off. I got you over here to the side of it, and hopefully you'll see how it is, because I want to make sure that it's good and sturdy for this, and so far it looks like it is. Well, that last one fell out, didn't it? It hit, but it fell out. I'm using my non-throwing arm, by the way. Anyway, that's what it is. I tested it out. These are the swords I started with. Been doing those. Like I said, they're heavy too, and they do pretty good. I know I'm using my right arm, but I'm using a close no spin the way I will do, and so it still does pretty doggone good. And well, one of the things before I let you go. You'll notice how wide this is. Really, the wider you can do it, the better, because again, there's always that chance that you'll throw off to the side for one reason or the other. So anyway, until next time, shoot safe, throw safe, and have a great day of plinking. There we go.